All right, we have kind of a fun and weird one for you today. This is a lofted aerial, but we're going to throw it in a different way. We're going to throw it by just tapping the butt plate and redirecting the rifle up. So it looks like this. Right? Pretty simple. We could do it out of a half beat. And all we're doing in this one, it's very, very strange. We're taking the momentum of the rifle and we're adding a very gentle lift to it. So this is very much about having control and being smooth. There's really nothing jolting or shocking about this in terms of how we're touching the rifle throughout the course of the trick. So the easiest way to learn this is to start with just a traditional kind of a row up to right shoulder. But instead of grasping the butt plate, as in right shoulder arms, we're going to bring our hand palm forward and we're going to use two fingers and we're simply going to come underneath and we're going to support the butt plate of the rifle so that our hand is on the top and the rifle can row up. And to practice this, we can do this while holding on to it. We want to feel as though it's a very smooth motion. We don't want anything jolting or jarring, trying to press onto it. We want to find that spot where we can naturally roll up onto the fingertips. And as we do this and get comfortable with it, I want you to be able to roll it up and just simply balance it on the fingers. Very smooth. We want to get that kind of a motion. What's going to happen is as we do this row, in addition to finding that spot on the rifle where we can touch it with just our fingertips, we are going to lift the rifle a little bit higher. And as we lift that rifle higher, at the moment that it would balance on our fingers, instead of just allowing it to rest there, we're going to push up and forward. And we're going to let the rifle take that momentum, that up and forward momentum, and we're going to redirect it and give it some spin just by virtue of pushing through the fingertips. So when we do this, we have our row up. As we get ready to actually do it, we're able to push upwards and slightly forwards to get that rotation. We can play around with how much we're going to push up versus how much we're going to push forward, right? Less push up and more push forward will give you a lower spin. More push up and less push forward will give you a higher one. Now, once you've kind of gotten that down, doing it out of a spin, any spin that will get you to this kind of right shoulder row type position will put you in position to do it. And again, we're just trying to preserve the smoothness and the momentum of the rifle. Now, similar concept, we can take this and we can kind of extend it and use a little bit more of a jolting force on the rifle to achieve the same thing. So as opposed to rolling up and pushing, we can also accomplish the same thing by rowing up and popping the butt of the rifle using the meat of the back of our hand to accomplish the same idea, just in a more jolting way. So that's kind of how we achieve this weird pop aerial, the smooth version, right? We can kind of push up and forward. If we want it to be a little bit more aggressive feeling, we can just pop the butt plate as it comes up. Give it a little strike, which will give it that upward momentum and that forward push, and will cause the rifle to rotate. So that is our trick for today.